girls, welcome back, or if you've never seen me before in your life, then welcome to my channel or my video. So I may be a little bit premature with this tutorial because I feel like, well, it is still summer, and on top of it still being summer, it is hot as hell. But at the same time, school's starting, everybody's going back to school, everybody is getting their lives together for fall, so I figure why not do a fall makeup tutorial. I actually wanted to film a talk through video for you guys because I've never done that. I don't think I've ever done that before. Let me know if you guys like these kind of talk through videos or if you guys like the voiceovers better. So anyway, let me stop talking now because I talk enough during the video. I hope you guys like this and enjoy. I did half of my face, as you can see, well, except for my cheeks and my lips, and I need to do this half. I have my foundation and everything on, and I'm actually going to start by doing my brows. And I used to do my brows last, but I just started doing it this way probably a couple weeks ago. And this pencil is a It Cosmetics Universal Brow Pencil. Oh, it's just the Universal shade. I thought it was like taupe or something. But I got this in a gift bag, so this is what I've been using. I kind of switch it up with my brows. I switch it up with a lot of things, but lately I've been using this because it's automatic and then it does also come with a brush at the end, which I love because I don't have to have two separate tools, you know? Does that make sense? Or no? I'm going to start with my shadow, and I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear concealer as a base. Yeah, I brought NC30 and I brought NC35 because those two mixed together are kind of my perfect shade for an under eye concealer. But I find that this concealer is really dry, so I love it as a base. And it is a multi-purpose concealer, so you can use it as a base and an under eye or facial concealer. But I just find that for under my eyes, personally, it's really dry. A lot of people love it. Whatever. I always tell people, you know, try things. Let me also grab some of that concealer. And I'm getting a Sonia Kashuk concealer brush. And I'm just gonna kind of perfect that brow pencil a little bit. I've been watching Mob Wives for the past week, and I actually don't, I mean, I like it, it's alright. I love Big Ange, by the way. I've never watched it before, but I would always see the billboards and whatever, so, but I never, I don't know, just like the what is it, the synopsis of the show never necessarily appealed to me, so I never watched it. So I'm kind of like 3 years behind, but I'm just the type of person, if I'm doing something in my house, if I'm cooking, cleaning, or whatever, I just need something on TV in the background. I won't necessarily sit there and watch it, but that's been my latest thing. Okay, anyway, let me get back to that. So this is in Cecelia. Yeah, a lot of my makeup brushes are dirty right now, so I'm using a random brush. I don't even know, like, this literally doesn't even have a brand on it, and I feel like I've never seen it before in my life. Do you guys ever have do you guys ever have items like that in your house, whether it's a clothing item or makeup or whatever? You're just like, what the whose is this? When did I get it? I know that this is mine, I just have no idea where it came from. For my crease, I'm going to grab my favorite crease brush or blending brush in the whole wide world, and that's my MAC 217 brush. And okay, if you follow me on Snapchat, which you should, my name on Snapchat is BrittneyWins, you would know that my freaking palette broke. This is the Urban Decay Vice, what is it, the Vice 3 palette? I don't know, whatever. It's the one that came out last fall, and it broke, and this is what I get for, actually, you know what, I'm going to give myself credit. I don't deserve this. Nobody deserves this. Just kidding. Okay, so I'm going to grab this palette, make sure there's no shards of glass in it, get my 217 brush, and the color that I'm going to use first is going to be Downfall. That's this, whoops, this beige, this, I'm gonna do that there, And I'm doing this first because I'm kind of creating depth or a crease where I don't have it. I mean, I have a crease in my eye ever so slightly, but I don't have that nice little deep bone, you know? So, or deep socket, I should say. That looks beautiful with eyeshadow. So I'm just blending that out. Now I'm gonna grab a little bit of Rain and put that there. Make a slight V shape. By the way, all of everything I'm wearing on my face, I will put in the below bar in case you guys are wondering. Oh, this is my Inglot 6SS brush. I'm such a summer person that I was actually kind of sad, like, oh my gosh, it's almost fall, but now, in the past week or so, I've just kind of been like, okay, I'm over it, like, it's too hot. I'm going to grab the pencil in Beach Resort by LA Colors, and I'm going to apply that to my lid, and this is going to serve as a base. Work that into my lash line, and I'm basically putting this all over my lid where my eyeball is. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I was watching Mob Wives, and I know I'm like 3 to 4 years late, but I forgot what I was going to tell you guys about it, but I don't even really like that show. I like Big Ange. I think she's funny. I wish we were friends, but yeah, it's kind of like depressing me a little bit. So if you have any TV shows that you suggest that I watch that is on Netflix or Hulu, then please leave it in a comment down below. Well, the star of the show of this tutorial is going to be this MAC eyeshadow called Plumage. It's this teal right here, and it's one of my favorite eyeshadows ever. It's really beautiful. I love it for fall. It's like the best teal ever. I hope they never discontinue it because it just gives me all the life in the entire world. Okay, so as you can see, that crayon kind of creases. So let me blend that out a little bit. If you guys have any tips for anything, I just feel like, I may be wrong, but I just feel like these kind of crayons, like the NYX jumbo pencils and this one, and maybe because it's cheap, this probably cost me like $2. Maybe because it's a cheap brand, I feel like they always crease and there's nothing to do about it except for, you know, when you put your powder eyeshadow on, then I feel like it kind of like evens out. But if there's any tips that you have about what you can wear under it, then let your girl know. So I'm going to grab my beautiful teal and apply that to the outer corner and the inner corner of my eye. Okay, so one show that I was obsessed with that I was also like 3 years late. Basically, I'm not a TV person, so I've been catching up to just random shows that I didn't watch because apparently I was living under a rock for the past couple years of my life. Oh, so I was obsessed with the show Nashville, and I watched all 3 seasons within like a 2-week period or something like that. Or was it 3? Yeah, 3 seasons, and then the 4th season is this fall, and I just can't wait until that show comes on. Except I hate watching shows that are currently on because then, like, the suspense kills me. I can't wait until the next episode. Like, it's hard for me mentally to do that. So I'm going to get that same teal, and go and put it there. I feel like I should touch up the other side now. Make it more teal. Now that I have accomplished that, don't you hate looking for a makeup item on a table that's full of makeup? It's like you can never find what you need. You know, when you're getting dressed or when you're getting ready or when you're filming a tutorial. Next, I'm going to grab my L'Oreal Infallible my L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow. I feel like this is called something else, but I forgot. But it's these little eyeshadows. I'm sure you guys have seen them in your local drugstore or Target or something like that. I seriously love these eyeshadows. I think that they're beautiful and so pigment. And the one that I'm using pigmented. And the one that I'm using today is going to be Gilded Envy. So it's just a beautiful jade kind of color. I'm going to put that in the center of my eye. So you see how I have this little thing going on here? I'm going to actually blend that out in a second. Okay, so yeah, I'm obsessed with the show Nashville. So the kind of shows that I like Nashville, I like reality TV, but I'm going to grab Rain on this palette, on this Urban Decay palette. I'm going to put that, grab my tissue again, I'm going to put this in the outer corner of my eye and then blend everything. Okay, anyway, I watched Party Down South, and it was like Jersey Shore, but the southern version, and I liked it. And so, yeah, basically I watch horrible television. I don't watch anything that's very mentally stimulating. Yeah, so if you guys suggest anything, I want to watch a series, like, meaning a series like Nashville, you know, like a good television series, not like reality TV. Nashville gave me so much life, and it's like I can't wait until the next season starts. And I'm using the NYX Jolie Pitch Black eyeliner. When I first started wearing makeup a couple years ago, I would always wear eyeliner on the bottom, then I stopped, and so now I feel like when I wear eyeliner on the bottom, I feel like, not in this look, but in my day-to-day life, kind of, I don't know, I feel like sometimes it can make me look really harsh. Now that I did that, I'm going to get my green pencil again, my LA Colors Beach Resort, and I'm going to line my lash line with this. Or I would say right under my lash line. Lash line. So from about there where my tear duct is, all the way out, I'm going to grab my Naked palette. And I'm going to use this gold shadow Half Baked. Grab that, put that on the inner corner of my eye, right there. Okay, yeah, so let me update you guys on my life, since that silence was so awkward. I'm just kidding. So basically, the reason I haven't uploaded videos in the past 2 weeks is because I've been transitioning salons. I now work at a different salon than I did, where I started assisting. Now I'm working as a full-time stylist, so I'm kind of getting acclimated to my new schedule. So I'm kind of trying to figure out my new schedule, like how I'm going to work YouTube into this whole thing, but I figured it out. So I'm going to grab a little skinny crease brush, or blending brush, which actually came in a random, like inexpensive eyeshadow or makeup brush set that I actually got in downtown Los Angeles. With this here, the outer corner, all the way up till pretty much the outside of the, what is that, the iris? No, this is your iris. The outer, this line around my eyes that's black, I'm gonna work it up to there. Or that's your pupil, and then this is your iris. I don't know, I'll probably look it up on Wikipedia later. Do you guys ever lay in bed at night and just look stuff up on Wikipedia? Like into ridiculous hours of the night, where it's like, what was I doing? And then you wake up in the morning and you're like, why did I do that? Because I'm exhausted now. Oh my gosh, you guys. One day recently, I was at my boyfriend's house, and we woke up in the morning, and oh, I'm getting this Gilded Envy again. we woke up in the morning, and then he was like looking outside, so I got up and looked, and there were these two birds on the sidewalk, and one was a little bird, and then one was a big and one was a big bird. It looked like a falcon or something like that, and they didn't look related, but I was like hoping that they were. But like the big bird was trying to like pick up the little one, and I was like, oh my gosh, please fly away. Like to the little bird, I was just thinking, please fly away, please fly away. And yeah, they didn't look related. The little bird just looked like one of those random, I don't know, I'm not a specialist on bird species, but you know those little random birds that are just everywhere? That's not a pigeon. Like the common bird that's after the pigeon, okay? So it's one of those little birds, right? The kind that like when you wake up in the morning, they're chirping and stuff, like one of those birds. Pigeons don't chirp, or yeah, pigeons like gobble or something. Yeah, I woke up in the morning and then I looked out the window and they were outside, like, and it was like a weird kind of interaction. And then the bigger bird grabbed the little bird with its hands, like with its claws, like it grabbed it like that and then flew up and away. And I was just like thinking to myself, please, I hope that's just the mom by some chance. And he was just, or she was just saving her baby, because I don't want to think that that bird actually took that other little bird to go eat it. But yeah, after that incident, I immediately got on Wikipedia, and because I thought it was a falcon, I don't know why, and then I looked up a picture of a falcon, and it looked the same as that bird, so I feel like it was a falcon. And then it said that falcons mainly feed off of smaller birds, so I was kind of sad. I was just like, oh my gosh, why did I freaking witness that? What does it all mean? I was kind of traumatized. So even though I know it's the circle of life, so then I'm getting this Sephora Smart Liner eyeliner, and I'm using this today because I can't find my favorite eyeliner, liquid eyeliner at the moment, which is the NYX liner, because this one barely even comes out. I have to like get it going first. See, on there it comes out, and then here it's like, girl. Next I'm gonna grab my CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara, and I'm just going to kind of tint my lashes, if you will, just so they blend into the false lashes that I'm going to apply. And I'm also going to put some on my bottom lashes. The lashes that I'm using today are going to be the Ardell Professional Natural Demi Wispies. I'm applying my glue. I feel like I like these kind of videos because I feel like I can just talk and do my makeup, and there's no pressure to be like all the time, you know? Okay, so yeah, so my new schedule is that on my off days, I have 2 days off in the week, and on my off day, I'm going to spend 1 day having my rest and relaxation, because I can tend to overwork myself and then stress myself out. And yeah, so I'm gonna dedicate a day to like, look, I'm not, because as a hairstylist, sometimes like, okay, you work in the salon, and then some days, like on your days off, you might go do a family member's hair or something like that. But I've come to the point where I've worked 6 to 7 days in a row or during the week. And I'm like, at first it started off as like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do your hair, or I could do this on my day off. Like, that's what it starts off as. And a lot of the times I will still do it anyway. But I discovered that that kind of wears me out. So there is 1 day in a week where I will dedicate, like, no, I'm not going to work at all. I'm not going to clean. I'm not going to work. I'm just going to dedicate that day to doing whatever it is that I need to do to feel good, whether that is going out somewhere, or whether that is sleeping, or whether that's going to get my nails done. Like, anything fun or relaxing, that's what I'm going to do for 1 day during the week. I'm going to dedicate another day during the week, my other day off, to filming videos and doing stuff like what I did today, grocery shopping, y'all. Okay, we're gonna conceal. We're gonna conceal these dark circles. Have you guys seen Straight Out of Compton yet? I want you to go see that last Monday. and it was a great movie. I was like, oh, I wish I was from Compton. I'm just kidding. So, like, some of that stuff happened before I was born. Some of it happened while I was really young, but I definitely remember a lot of those times. So yeah, it just made me proud to be a native of Los Angeles and also to be a ghetto child. Oh my gosh. Me and my friends always talk about like how it was to grow up ghetto. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't as ghetto as like, I guess, like, you know, I like, okay, if you haven't seen the movie, sorry, I'm about to have a little spoiler moment, but I've never been in a situation growing up where like gang members pulled over my bus because like they were gonna shoot us or something. Like, I've never experienced that kind of thing, but just stuff. I mean, one thing that I experienced like that was we were at this mall, which is a mall that is no longer open, thank God, because it was so freaking ghetto. I was probably around 3. I was probably 3 or 4, but we were in the mall, me and my mom and my brothers, and then a guy pulled a knife on another guy. And I was young, I was a baby, so I was like acting like weird and just like, like just whatever. And my mom was like, Brittney! Like that, because I was just like, I didn't understand what was going on, but yeah, I've seen stuff like that growing up. I mean, that was a one-time incident, don't get me wrong. But anyway, it just kind of made me feel like, okay, just because you came from the hood does not mean that that's what you have to be the rest of your life, if that makes sense. But don't forget where you came from. And I always, like, just growing up, you know, I started off in that kind of circumstance, but my family just moved up and up and up. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but basically in a nutshell, Straight Outta Compton is a great movie. Ooh, and also Ice Cube's freaking son though. Ice Cube's son though. That is all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna grab my MAC Pro Longwear concealer again in NC30, and I'm gonna grab my concealer brush again. Where'd you go, girl? Put it here. Actually, I was supposed to do something else first. So before I do that, I just remembered I need to get my Anastasia Beverly Hills, or Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Brow Gel. It's this one, and this one is in caramel. So this is just going to tint my brows, if you can even see the very, very slight difference. Just going to tint them a little bit, and towards the end of my brow here, I like to flick it up and then out. And this just makes my brows just a little bit lighter. I like having dark brows, no matter how light my hair gets, for instance. I will always keep my brows dark. I'm going to grab my MAC blush in Ambering Rose, and I'm going to apply that to my cheeks. And I'm not going to use a highlighter for this look, but I did contour my face a little bit, which I hope it shows up on camera. So I'm not necessarily putting that on top. I'm not putting it in the hollow of my cheek. I'm putting it right there, in between. So I'm going to line my lips with my Milani lip pencil. And this one is in Spice, and I feel like I've used this in the last 2,000, actually the last like 3 tutorials that I've done, but I seriously love this lip color, and it's great for every day. It's a great nude or neutral color because it's not necessarily nude, but I love it. I'm gonna apply a NYX matte lipstick. Is this matte? Yeah. In Butter. so that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys loved it. If you did, leave it in a comment down below. If you hated it, leave it in a comment down below. Yeah, follow me on my social media accounts such as Snapchat, which I am BrittneyWins on Snapchat, Instagram, Brittney Gray, Facebook, Brittney Gray, but I will leave all the links to everything down below. Let me know if you guys like this kind of video. Please let me know. I love getting feedback from you guys, and I try my best to listen to it and then like work accordingly or create videos accordingly. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys will see me very soon in my next video. Bye!